going to make some porcupines with potatoes and onions. Your ingredients are tomato soup, whatever seasonings you want to use, some rice, garlic powder, and hamburger. I use 3 pounds of hamburger because I have a family of 4 and we need a lot because this is like our favorite meal. All right, now once you have all your ingredients, you want to put the meat in a bowl and just season it up however you want. We like garlic powder, so I really douse that in there. Okay, so now with the rice, we use 3 pounds of hamburger because, like I said, we have a big family. Well, we have 4 people, but we love this. I've really never measured the rice. I just put it in. So I'm going to start out with a cup and measure just to see exactly how much it does take. So here's 1 cup. You don't want to get too much rice because it will start soaking up the tomato juice and it just doesn't turn out right. So here's, I don't know, what, half a cup maybe. So I didn't even use all that because I'm thinking this is going to be too much. Then once you get it, you just, yeah, I think that's too much rice. You just kind of deal with this to mix it up. Yeah, this is a little bit too much rice. So I'm going to say probably about a cup of rice is all I probably use. But it might work out. So just kind of grind it all up, mix it up. And you really don't want like a 90-10 hamburger because when you do that, it just, your rice, to me, it just doesn't seem like it gets done. So you kind of need the grease out of the meat to help with the rice, to help, soften it up, I guess, is what I want to say. So anyway, once you get it all mixed up, then you just want to kind of guess on the size and just kind of make little, not really meatballs, but I don't know what they're called. Yeah, I don't know. And just lay them in a bowl. In this bowl here, you want to spray some cooking spray or something so it doesn't stick, because it does have to bake for a while. So just make sure you spray it with something. Now it will take, I'm going to say I do 3 hours and everything is done. It may take less than that, but I've just always done 3 hours and everything was done and I didn't have to worry about it. So you can judge on however long you want to, do it. 3 hours, just my set time. And yes, I don't like touching raw meat, so I always have to wear gloves. I know hands wash, but I don't like it. If you think you get too much meat in the little bowl, then just kind of take some off and adjust to what you want. I don't try making them too big because the bigger they are, they may take longer to cook. So, I just kind of judge. I mean, once you do it for a couple times, you'll get the hang of, how you need to do it. And the name of this, it may be, you know, different to different people. It's just what I was grown up as known as porcupines. So I don't know, there may be a different name out there that you guys use, but this is just what we call it. It's probably about my favorite meal. I'll say that. So I always try to make a lot so we have leftovers or take for lunches for work or even after an after school snack for the kids. It's not too big. All right, and there's that. I'll get these off. Now with the tomato juice. And just pour it over. I do like to make sure I get everything covered, just because shaking them around so they can kind of fall. Okay, and once you have that done, then you want to take some foil, cover it, and measure where you need. Since this foil doesn't go over all the way, I do cut off make little slithers and put on the sides where it's a little short, just like so. And then you want to bake it at 350 for, like I said, this will take a good 3 hours. That's just my safety point. It may be done before that, it may not, but 3 hours is my good part. Yeah, you know what I mean. And now it's time for the potatoes and onions. So you need peeled potatoes. I really don't know how many to say because I just kind of wing it each time. And the onion. And salt and pepper to season in between. Then you just want to slice your potatoes just like this. I just do a layer of potatoes and then a layer of onions and then a layer of potatoes and so forth. Get these bad ones, and I don't like that. You know, and it may not be bad. I just don't like the looks of it, so I don't use them. And then with the layers, after I do the onions, I will do salt and pepper, season them then. And using however many you want is totally up to you. It's just how we do it. Now, salt and pepper. And more potato. Sometimes they slice thin, sometimes they slice thick. Another layer of onion. And my last two, salt and pepper. Can't see the salt come out, so I get scared to do it too much. Now the last layer of potato. And it looks like I'm going to have just enough potatoes. Alrighty, and a little bit more onion. So it wants to cut right. It was a little thick. Alright, there's that. Salt and pepper again. Just a little bit. Alright. Now after that, I always do about a stick of butter. Or margarine, whatever you use. I use margarine. And just kind of break it in half. And just set it on so. And take your lid. Pop it on. And you're good. So when you got about an hour and a half left to go, that's usually when I put these in so they can cook for that last hour and a half. And then you're good to go. So next up, finished product. Yum. The final product.